Um, can this is for your information. I didn't want nothing. I just want to say, can we stop with the petitions to have another branch of the same system that don't care about us, that obviously don't care about us? It's, if you just look at historically and collectively and patterns and things like that. Can we just stop with the petitions to have other branches of the same system help us or investigate these crimes? Because they're only going to scratch each other's back, or do favors, clean shit up. What do you think? We're not gonna get justice through the feds. They don't nobody care about us. Michael Jackson said that long time ago. All that, they don't care. Can we stop? That's not, what's that gonna do but piss people. Why are we still trying to go through a system and work through a system that was intentionally set, that wasn't and is intentionally set up to not to fail us? It what it When a system was set up, it wasn't even for us. They weren't even talking about us. So can we not do that? That's just like, I don't know, man. They're trying to go to somebody that don't like you and reason with them. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Just stop. It's futile. We keep, how many times have we petitioned and marched and, or asked for, certain departments to intervene on things, throughout the years, even in my lifetime, and throughout history. If you even throughout your parents' history or grandparents, some of you, I mean, the last 50 years, 60 years, 70 years. Come on, man. Come on, man. And for us to even have to go to the extent of having to ask, how to ask, you have to ask and beg and pray for somebody to treat you right. Like, you don't even ask the chick that don't like you, your neighbor that don't like you, don't ask them and plead with them and try to cooperate, and you ask, just stop. That's not going to help. It's not going to do nothing. Most of the time it doesn't have results, and then the times that it does have results, it's very, okay, well, we have to do something. Here's 6 months, or we'll admit to this, but there's no action. Maybe someone gets fired, maybe someone gets fined, and obviously people get big settlement civil suit checks, which is baffling to me, because if there was nothing that took place, that was malicious in nature, then why are people getting settlement checks? But anyway, maybe we have to go through United Nations or outside of this country, because if you look at it as a whole and through just the bigger picture, and I don't know too much. There has to be something with that. When you are the descendants, I mean, even the Jews, descendants of the people, relatives of the people that went through all of that, they have gotten reparations and things like that, or and some things in their country. So I'm thinking, this all that, if you look at it as a whole from the beginning, yes, black people were here before, hundreds of years before Christopher Columbus. They, said that there were African chiefs that came over here. That's why we have a lot of the Seminole Indians and stuff like that, and they all together. But so I'm not, to please you history buffs, like, oh, technically that's not what I'm talking about. When the slave trade took place, okay? Since then, and things got all twisted, okay? You have a group of people that were taken, stolen, purchased, whatever. There's still, the fact remains that they went against their will. Okay, no one went willingly to be stacked up high on top of each other in a hot ass ship in the bottom of a fucking raggedy ass ship, people pissing and shitting on each other, and because ain't no bad. I mean, no one begs for that. No one signs up for that type of shit. Anyway, to be treated in that such inhumane way, to come over here and go through all the things that for hundreds of years, and then only to be free with a loophole of freedom of if you will be free unless you commit a crime, and then set up a system to where you and set up to where you are forced into either criminal situation or you are targeted. Because at first it was just kind of you're being targeted because black people were, we were doing our thing after we were freed and things like that. We had businesses and we had sharecroppers and we were doing our thing, but you were still being lynched. We were same stuff is happening then is happening now. We were being lynched. We were being falsely accused, hung in our yards. Okay, then you fast forward through time as far as all the economics. There has to be something to this. And I had read somewhere that there was a meeting at the United Nations or some type of summit or what have you, that they were going to talk about this topic during the duration of Obama. I want to say this was 2 years ago. There were black people in this country, and the very thing I'm talking about, the fact that we've been here and we're the only people out of every Japanese, Jewish, everybody, every other ethnicity or race has gotten some type of reparation or something, acknowledgement. These people won't even admit to wrongdoing or even say I'm sorry, like nothing. But anyway, they said that Obama didn't even want to show up at the meeting, and he talked to a couple other nations and they didn't show up either. So I'm pretty sure I can bet how that conversation went. But maybe we have to start thinking outside of here, because we are I don't want to say prisoners of war per se, or we didn't come here, we didn't ask to be here. I mean, our people didn't ask, and we're here and this is all we know, but we're not being treated rightly. We shouldn't have to basically hush up, don't say nothing, don't get white folks mad, and if you do feel like I'm a human being, I should not be treated like this, and you actually have the balls to actually stand up for yourself and actually say something about it, and then get killed or beat, and then people say, well, that's what you get for standing up. Basically, that's what you get for standing up for yourself. Why don't you just shut the fuck up and you kowtow and you speak softly and you cheese and grin and laugh and have a big ass smile on your face, the biggest smile you can, so that make sure that whatever they say, you just do it. This is reminiscent of yesteryear. These are the things that our ancestors used to be like in the field. Just hush up, just let them on right on top of you, or or just hush up and shuck this, pick this cotton. You just hush up when you go into town. Don't look at the ground, don't look at them. If you look at them, they'll be hitting. You just hush, you don't say nothing. If they, whatever they do to you, that you just don't say nothing. The South is in denial, like everything is okay and everything is not okay. We are not equal. Yeah, you think everything's cool because y'all know your place. Bet if one of us walked in one of their churches and shot a bunch of people, wherever you stayed at, they would find out where your mama lived at. That whole neighborhood would be burning by nightfall. People will be dead. They don't care about going to jail or shot or killed. You would be dead. People have wiped off the map whole entire towns of black people. Rosewood and shit like that. They don't fucking care. Don't fuck with them. So everything is cool as long as you let them do whatever the fuck they want to do to you. And you just go ahead and, you know what? I'm going to turn the other cheek. I'm going to pray on it. It's just this particular, every white person ain't bad.
oh, everybody white person they bad. All this history of what they have done to our people collectively. Oh, well, every white person ain't bad, but let Tyrone do, go shoot some goddamn body. See, that's why I don't want to live around black people. I don't like living in the hood and all these black. See, that's black people. They embarrassing us. We all looping each other. When we talk about ourselves, when one of us do something, it's all collective. But when white folks do something, they have a whole history. I mean, they went and took land, stole from people. It's just one black person, one white person. All like, not everybody. You don't hear the motherfuckers saying that shit about us. One of us do it, it's all of us. And we do the same thing. I'm done, man.